Alright, welcome to another look at a demo. This is Last in Random, the Eternal Die. So, description: hack and slash your way to freedom from an eternal prison in this roguelike dungeon crawler where every rune is unique, okay? Earn relics and align them cleverly for devastating builds. Wield your living die companion as a weapon of chaos and fight your way through the warped world of the black die. I'm not a huge roguelike guy here, but I like the art style, and this has a demo. The game was released in June 2025, so it's great to be able to try it. You never know what might end up being fun. Price tag is 25 euros at the point of time of this video, and it has very positive reviews on Steam. You can use the timestamp to skip directly to game. I'm gonna check out the settings. I recommend everyone to do that to get a good starting experience of the game or demo. First, audio, master, music, sound, all is good here, nothing to complain. Would be definitely, I think it would be nice if master volume could start a bit lower, so you can boost or lower your audio volume, but this is great. Controller mapping seems really nice, seems like you can remap stuff. It doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to be too crazy of input here. Kind of medium-ish input heavy so far, but we'll see how that's gonna turn out. Gameplay section. I turn off screen shake and vibration here. Tutorials, subtitles, speaking name. This is nice. You can have a background or not. I prefer it mostly without the background. Size. Minimap, lots of nice options here to help you tweak gameplay. Display settings, you have full screen, borderless or window mode. You have also, it does seem support super ultra wide, but in the game like this, 16:9 is fine. I probably could even play games like this in a 4:3 or 4:4. So I'm not gonna try the super ultra wide in these games. Brightness slider, VSync on or off. There is no way to limit the frame rate. Would always be nice to have a frame rate limiter built into the game itself, but this is fine so far. Here we go, graphic settings, preset settings. You can have MS. Did this one turn itself off? No, okay, now it's on. I could have sworn this one turned itself off. That's weird. Okay, you have different anti-aliasing options. You have MSAA, SSAO, shadow quality, texture quality. You can have FSR, some kind of upscaling thing here. You also have a render resolution scale, upscale or downscale. This can be used instead of other anti-aliasing options. And you have show screen effects. Right. Let's start with this and see how it's gonna be looking. This can definitely be improved. Like you can have DLSS, FSR4, XeSS, and more like anisotropic filtering stuff. It definitely room for improvement, but you have some good options to tweak the settings here. So should be hopefully be good enough. You have save slots, that's a nice little extra oomph. Normal or easy mode, that's nice.
Once upon a time, in the wonderful kingdom of random,
didn't I turn off the subtitle background?
In order and in prosperity.
Oh, that's weird.
This was all thanks to the great Queen Alexandra, who fairly wielded the power of the ancient black die.
So we are getting 120 frames.
Was an ally of many faces. As corruption spread, betrayal followed. and the kingdom soon fell, like pieces on a board. In this chaos, a sister's life was lost. But a long-lost friend returned. Fueled by vengeance, the reunited pair challenged the evil before them. But the odds were not in their favor. And our heroes found themselves dragged into the twisted realms of the Black Die.
Fortune? Are you okay? Of course I'm Alexandra. Who else would I... By the dice makers. Fortune, I am smaller. Weaker, too. For how long have we been trapped here? Never mind. It changes nothing. Let us destroy this place. One way or another.
One way or another, you're gonna do. Okay, right. So, whoa, okay. There's no analog movement. Okay, that's weird. It should be analog movement. Maybe when you run it's analog movement, but there's... this is digital movement. Let me double check. Right, yeah, we are running in gamepad mode, Gamesir T4 Kaleid. So there should be analog possibilities. Whoa, dash. Back. Oh. Okay, inventory. Right, so it seems to be running fairly smooth here. Let me do something. I'm getting... This is in the top left. That is the new Steam FPS performance monitor here. Let me switch to my classic here. Right, so VRAM is quite low. GPU is quite... GPU usage is quite low. It's not maxing my 5070 out. CPU utilization is also pretty low. Or looking pretty damn good so far. It's a normal amount, pretty low system memory, 8 gig. So it's a pretty lightweight game to run this, it seems like, in 1440p, 120 frames. Smooth. Right, but let me check the options. Gameplay. Yeah, I've turned this one off, but it still was a background in the cutscenes. That's weird. Graphical. Right, so I could probably do... There we go. Would like more steps in the render scale, like 125, 15, 175. But let's try this. Since this is a quite easy game to run, I'm gonna use render scale to upscale the game, and then it will downscale to fit 1440p. So this should pretty much mean that I'm gonna run the game in 4K, but you know, it's then gonna get shrunk down to a 1440p window, which will be a high quality type of anti-aliasing. Right, but yeah, it still is a very light way to run this game. Okay, it's like using maybe up to 2 cores or 4 threads of the CPU here. You have a charge up, okay. My GPU still is not even running at its maximum clocks. Right. I like the art style, but it is pretty easy to run. So let me swap this over. Let's keep this for fun. The Steam overlay there is quite... It could be fun to have. No stutters or anything here, so... Dice throw, hold B and aim and deal damage. Oh, this is not good, the aiming. The stick, it really needs to better find movement. Is there anything in the control options to... This only control... This is great, controller mapping, but there's nothing to tweak anything more. Like, there's no sensitivity slider, right? No. No. Oh, here we go. Dives to... Okay, this is that one. Let me turn it down. No, this is really not... Yeah, okay, well... We need sensitivity and we need analog movement, not the digital. That's... I'm sorry for doing this. I wanna just make sure everything is like as good as it can be. This is just digital movement. So you can pretty much set the... You should... Since it did digital, it would be better if just the D-pad was used. I really, really wish they incorporate analog movement into the game. It does not feel good in a game like this to just have the digital movement like this. I want to be able to have a little bit of a slow, like, ramp up to full speed here, and just I want to be able to go in more. Yes, more fine control. It does look like there is analog, like when you turn a little bit, but yeah, and more fine tuning for the controls. Oops, tiny stutter.
Alexandra, fortune at last.
Who are you?
After all I've done for you, well, I am the knight, the body of the black guy, the one you blame for losing everything.
Good. Then stop playing around and face my vengeance.
Oh, we will play, Alexandra, for I have prepared a game just for you.
Right. Again, do you really enjoy the art style? Okay, enter. Steers portal. Seems to be running smooth so far.
Queen enters the board.
Okay, the subtitles is working now here. Okay, good. The background not being visible. Alright. Yes, it's missing analog movement when you go this type of thing here. Just like an smoother, finer control. The same for the aiming. Alright. Yeah, it's a pretty easy to run. Again, I'm running this in like 4K resolution here on the RTX 5070. It's not even close to being maxing my GPU or anything like that. The CPU is taking it easy, but it looks nice. Pick Gauntlet of Voids.
Coins.
Oh. Okay. Coffers contains all forgotten magical treasures. Place relics and pearls on a board to gain powers. Okay. Treasures are imbued with dormant magic that amplifies various type of damage and luck. 3 or more of the same color to harness a boost. Okay, matching colors must be done in straight lines. Okay. Interesting. Let's just pick something and see what's gonna happen. Right. Oh, ooh. What is this? Oh, okay. Upon rolling, blah, blah, blah. Right. Can I move it? Doesn't seem like I can move it or anything like that. You know what? Let's keep going. How can I see? How can I? How do I see when I can do the dice attack? I couldn't do that. All right, I don't know. Oh, this way. Upon rolling, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Right, okay. Right, so this is a roguelike, so we are supposed to die, and I'm under 50 HP, so...
Leftovers from Mayor's corruption.
Okay. Color match to boost luck. color match to boost dice breaks in the process. Okay. Okay, so this upgraded that one, okay. Pearls are mainly used for color matching and break when harnessed. Right. I'm not gonna dig into this too much. This probably isn't a game for me to, like, I don't know, spend a lot of time in personally, but it's fun to be able to try things here in the demo. So far, it's a bit basic, the combat and everything, but I like the graphic style. But I'm thinking here, I need to die to see what's gonna happen, right? This is like a shop. So I have only 16, so I can't really buy anything, right? It looks to be different routes for you to go. Yeah. Different routes for you to go. Fast travel. Use the map to fast travel to specific previously discovered important rooms. Okay. Oh, entrance. This is where you started, and this is the merchant. Right, and this takes me here, so you can buy stuff. Okay. Nice. Right, let's keep going till we die at least. Oh. Replacing relics and pearls can be placed on top of each other. This destroys the replaced treasures, okay? Okay, already harnessed boost remains. Okay, so the boost I've already gotten from like getting 3 in a row, those are saved. Okay, but the active one will be destroyed. Okay. So that one is saved no matter what, the 50 plus conjurations, alright? Alright. Right, and we have a different route. So now where am I? Okay, so I can go left and I can go right. So I am that one. And the red is a room I haven't been into yet. This one just leads back. Yeah. Equip ancient cards to unleash their magic power. Can carry 1 card at a time. Hold and release to do a card attack. Release during the flash for a perfect card attack. Card cost energy charges, okay? By hitting enemies with a weapon. Sure, alright. Alright. It seems pretty straightforward here so far. Kinda interesting. I can see why people might, you know, like it. Let's go till I die at least again.
Fused with magic.
Right, so you don't get any HP back. Oop, there we go. There.
What a tragic, tasteful ending.
But the end is just the beginning. Alright, so roguelike, what happens now? What do we lose? What's gonna happen?
What in random? We're not dead, Fortune.
Right, so if I go to my inventory, okay, so I lose my card that I got. I don't have the map, right?
A dice wielder? Oh, luck has finally turned. I'm Chance. Welcome to the Sanctuary.
Sanctuary? Everything went dark and then we fell into a pile of junk.
Yes, death is not final here. It is but one of Mare's evil ways to imprison us and harvest our misery. But in you, I see hope. You can break us free from Mare's daunting grasp.
If defeating Mare is what it takes to destroy the Black Dye, then...
It is. Hurry, find me at the mysterious portal.
The remains of my Bilbo still win with their greatest magic. Deep dust.
A castle drawbridge. There must be a way to lower it. What's a wardrobe doing here? The size of this robot pawn. Wouldn't want to face it in an arena.
Ooh,
Probably an unstoppable
boss
killing
time?
machine.
Or boss in the future?
There's something about this fountain. Those statues.
Oh. Bum, bum. Oh.
That wonderful smell! Oh, my child!
Armor? Impossible. I ended you. You and your sisters.
And yet, here we are, feeding Mare with our misery. But with my blessings, we can restore your lost strength.
Blessings? You'd sooner curse me. Keep your filthy magic away.
Do you want to regain your strength, or not?
Okay, swap and choose blessing. Each loss offers 2 blessings. Only one can be active at a time. Okay. Defeating a foe conjures extra energy charge. Not enough currency, and you can swap blessings. Oop.
You'll be back soon.
Right.
Ah, you look ready? Enter Mare's dark games here. But beware, these challenges are rigged, and no 2 visits are allowed.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is gonna be the rogue, more of the kind of
Rooms twist and
procedurally
turn, treasures are found and lost again.
regenerated
A
stuff.
foe that you have
Okay.
beaten returns.
I prefer, you know, fixed fixed room thing.
Random rules.
This journal might provide some sense of order along the way. Now, if
But
anyone can
obviously
defeat
having
Mare and lead us out of
randomized
this nightmare, it is
rooms,
you.
that's gonna,
Best
you
of
know,
luck, Dice Wielder.
give a different feel to every run, so. Okay, so... Alright, so you can read up on stuff here. You can see in the top left, maybe, hopefully, there is a few hitches here and there, but it's nothing that has been really game-breaking so far for me. Brings forth an ancient bouncing that in blah blah card brick damage perfect card attack. Right. Okay, so you don't save your currency between runs. You have to regain the currency and you start from a new run like this. Okay. And you don't save your these ones either. Okay. Only permanent upgrades thing, right? Do I save anything? Nope. It does seem like you start from the beginning, right? I don't have my luck card's weapon. No, nothing really. Okay, the only thing you have is blessing. Right. Right. Okay, so I have to place the first one in the middle to unlock that. Okay. Right, the only big thing here is definitely I want more analog movement, otherwise it feels, you know, like solid. Right, we have played for 30 minutes.
Well, hello there! Back to finish rack off, are ya? Wait, a masked adventurer and a...
It speaks?
No, the former Geddon brought me here. He broke...
Quiet! You'll bring foes and misfortunes.
Silence it is! Just find my body...
The head of an ancient mechanical and loudly speaking poor named Rack. Supposedly there's a body somewhere that it can be attached to. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, so if we go...
Traps again.
Okay. Right, so the arrows shows you that it's a one-way thing. Yeah, this works fine. Again, the only complaint I really have for me is that there's no analog whatsoever. Everything here is digital. Maximum speed. I'm sure if you're more into games like this, you might have more criticism, more points.
To battle!
Like, I could definitely see that you might... I can see that you might maybe think that the combat could be you know, tweaked.
Next, please.
Because so far it is pretty easy to combat. The more advanced is all of the extra, like, puzzle together your upgrades. But the base combat is pretty easy, accessible to get into so far. This might be something you like or not. Right, so I can't color match anything here yet. And then you have the map. And you can quick, fast travel. Alright, yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna stop here actually. A bit of a shorter let's try, but that's fine. Here I have something I might want to do today. I wanted to check this, but yeah, I don't know. Me personally just haven't really loved this randomized thing with levels, right? If you have to, like, the roguelike that you die and keep stuff, that I can kinda, okay, maybe, but not my favorite thing, right? But random rooms and stuff, I know, I like a game where I can memorize rooms and, you know, the level progress and stuff like that. That's a personal thing. But it was really nice to be able to try this, and, you know, I'm sure if you play it more, maybe everything just clicks and gets maybe even more interesting. But yeah, not really my... I don't know, probably not my type of game to sink a lot of time into. But it seems solid what it has. But it could maybe be that the combat might be simple for some people. I don't know, maybe not. It feels fine to me. I don't mind a bit of simplicity. And I don't know how long this game is. I think this was 25 years, so it's not an expensive game. So if you get a good amount of time for it, it's, you know, still fine if it isn't crazy in that. And you still have a lot of thing to help your combat by, you know, the color matching and stuff like that, and a little bit of extra card, and you're gonna be able to upgrade. You can see that we can see that we'd go, not this one, but this. You can see that you're gonna be able to get some cool little upgrades here. You're gonna get enhancement here. You might be able to upgrade these and stuff like that. So there is, you know, there is some fun little things to it for sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be... I feel happy here that I've tried it. There's really not a lot, you know, that is missing here. You have, like, remapping, you have good audio levels. It could definitely be, like, it seems to be pretty... like a pretty easy game to be running, right? But, you know, you could definitely maybe add anisotropic filtering here, a frame rate limiter. You know, I think it's always nice to have the options for DLSS upscaling and FSR upscaling, and not this one, but the FSR4 and the XeSS. And I think it's nothing wrong to offer, like, frame generation, but that is, I don't think it's needed. It's not really necessary for this game because it's running really great. But maybe DLSS and FSR and XeSS upscaling would be a little bit extra. Maybe, you know, again, anisotropic filtering, something more here could for sure be added, but it's really good. The only thing is, again, that I really miss not having, like, an analog movement to the game. It would just... I'm gonna be using mostly full speed anyway when I'm moving, but it just helps with doing these kind of finer adjustments. Pre-order. Well, this game is released, so I'm guessing this demo is pre-final version, since this game is out. The full game is out, right? It was released in July, so... But yeah, try this one yourself. It's great to still have a demo. It seems like what it does pretty good. It doesn't seem to be groundbreaking or crazy in anything, but it seems just very solid. Very nice art style. The audio and everything seems to be fitting, nothing that sticks out in you know, any, like, direction for me, bad or crazy good. It seems it's a good. It's nothing that just gonna be, oh, this is what I'm gonna remember forever, but you know, it's very fitting, everything in the audio department. Again, the controls have felt very tight, very good, responsive. So again, there's nothing crazy there. And yeah, so feel free to leave a like, a comment, follow, check back to the channel if you don't want to miss me trying demos and video games and related stuff like that. And you know, again, check this demo out. It might be something that you might really enjoy. Or hey, it's a demo. Even if you're not sure, you can just try it and see. It might surprise you. So that's a great thing with the demos. That's why I like to try demos that I know might not be 100% for me. It could surprise you, so you know, maybe check it out. And nothing else here to say, so have a great day and bye for this time.